Greetings, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. It is Tuesday night, and we are live and in effect as I report to you from behind this plastic microphonic device with a special guest that's going to be coming here soon. I'm going to actually we're going to answer a few comments here. Then I'm going to get the special guest hopefully on here in just a moment. But Kurt Norris says, man, I looked at the silver spot price in Kitco. I almost had a heart attack when I realized I accidentally clicked on platinum spot price. Yes, I tell you what, happy with the 33.2. Yes, the platinum's crazy. I never thought that we would get to the point where gold is over 3 times worth what platinum is. It's just absolutely nuts. Master Blaster, I'm happy with my silver every day. Just not happy with the paper silver trading. No, I hear you on that. It's really screwed up. And I really mean that from the bottom of my heart. It seems like the paper markets, the futures markets, all the paper trading, the derivatives market in general is just nuts. It's just absolutely crazy. All right, let's get over here and let's see. Okay, let's see. All right, let's see here. Okay, so when the guest arrives, we will. I'll be notified. I'll have to let him in here, but I kind of keep an eye on that. So we'll see what will happen when the guest will arrive. But until such a time as that, we will answer some more comments and see what you are saying and say hello to you guys. I appreciate you being here tonight on this Tuesday night. You guys are amazing. Mr. and Mrs. West Texas Stacker, 8-inch Destroyer is here. Lookout Piano is here. We got JM Unleashed is with us tonight. Y'all check out JM Unleashed channel for some variety, a lot of good stuff. It does cool word games and trivia shows, as well as precious metals. He talks about dogs and dogs, mostly dogs, and no kitties, not that I know of, and other good stuff. A lot of variety there. Very smart guy, awesome, very welcoming member of the community. JM Unleashed. 8-inch Destroyer sent 5 Salivate Metal gift memberships. Thank you, sir. Very kind of you indeed. From 8-inch Destroyer. Appreciate that. Waiting on our guest here tonight, so I may not have time to do push-ups, but thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. If you'll forgive me, I might get to them later, but thank you so much. It is the astronaut. The secret is out. It is the astronaut Katy Perry. That is the guest tonight. She's going to tell us the exhilarating preparation she had to do in order to make her H happen, the preparation H, in order to become an astronaut. That is the key, is preparation H. All right, we've got Big Green. Big Green says here, I don't like much of any of them. Bummer. All right, yes, indeed. Some of the designs, there's improvements that can be made even to the best of the designs, that's for sure. But I'm very nervous as to what it's going to actually be, but the ones that are shown in the thumbnail, I hope it's not those. It's just crazy. Andrew Potter is here. Welcome. Good to see you guys. Welcome. Glad you're here with me tonight. Silver Shelby Stacker is here. Danny Zulsdorf is here. Yes, indeed. That's right. And Tom Larson, Chris, is with us as well tonight. A lot of good folks here. Appreciate you guys being here tonight with me. Crusty White Bread as well. And Lulu Lucky, we also love Lulu Lucky. I would drink my coffee, I would slurp it, but it is sadly very, very hot right now, so we'll see here. But wait a second, we just got this in. Oh my goodness gracious, from Michael K. Let's get the party started. Thank you so much, my friend. Now, normally I would do some push-ups for that, but we're waiting our guest, so I'm still waiting for the guest, but if we don't hear
Greetings,
something,
members, one and all
here
of the
soon, then I will... We'll get some push-ups underway, but let me see here. But thank you so much, Michael K. Very kind of you. A $10 PayPal, friends and family. Thank you so much, my friend. Martin is from Norway is here. So let's get to Lulu Lucky. Says this, as a former state corrections officer, some people don't get enough time, and others, well, I would have to let them go if I could have. Finders keepers, unless it's a trespassing or other illegal collecting. I guess the laws there make it illegal still. Yeah, I know, it is sad. Very punitive, pun intended, sentence there. Red Crawler's here. Welcome, Red Crawler. Good to see you, my brother. Hope you're doing well. Let's see if I can brave a slurp of this coffee. Yeah, still very, very hot, but it is slurpable. Is that a word, slurpable? If it is, if it's not, I'm making it a word right now. Big Roy 5150 says this: I've ordered 3 Summit medals for both gold and silver. Ordered 3 times from them. That's cool. Welcome, Dove season. Happy Tuesday to you, Dove. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Top prices, and soon as everything processed, it's like 3 days and it's in your hand. Wow, that's actually quicker than usual, I think. I tell you what, they do process orders pretty quickly, especially considering what's going on with how fast they're growing. But then they're at the mercy of the shipping agent. You know, if you do postal service, you can choose postal service or pay a little extra for FedEx. It's going to be quicker via FedEx, obviously, but nonetheless, they do have quick turnaround time. So yes, indeed, check out summitmetals.com, and that's what he's talking about there. So very, very good. And just waiting on our guest here. Still nothing yet. Let's see here. Hopefully soon here. Okay, there's No IQ with us. Welcome, No IQ. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. Thank you, my friend. He's been a representative for 33 months. Very kind of you, sir. Thank you, brother. Let's see here. All right. And let's see what we've got. John D says this following here. GSR doesn't get into the triple digits very often. And lately, 70s and 80s have been normal. It came close to triple digits in 1991 at a GSR of 99, and went well over in 2020 when GSR hit around 119. I actually remember it went up to 125, 126. But in 91, silver saw a 15% jump in pricing over the next 6 months. And in 2020, silver went from 12.12 to 29.78 over the span of 5 months. That's right, exactly. So could that happen again now? Although I will say it's a little bit different this time than it was during the pandemic. A little different situation. I don't know that I would bet on it, but John D, that's some good analysis work on your part if trends were to follow, but I think it's a little different situation. All right, Ludo, European non-native English speaker. Explain what the meaning of stacking. What's the definition? Or investing is just buying and accumulating. Well, let's see here. If you bar a 4.75 ounce Spokane bullion, oh, nice. Congratulations on that. That's cool. So if you want to know what stacking is, I think I did a video on that topic. If you scroll all the way to the right, you will see a search function on the channel page. And what is stacking? Silver basics. What is silver stacking? There you go. Check that out. So I would encourage you to check that video out and let me know what your thoughts are. You know, I've got a lot of content here, and so a lot of stuff falls under the radar. But yes, indeed. And check this one out. How and when did the term stacking start? Yeah, most likely, if you want to know about it, I probably have done a video about it, or probably will do a video about it. So check that out. Check these 2 videos out. How and when did the term stacking start? And what is silver stacking? Check those 2 videos out when you get a chance. All right. Still waiting our friend to join us here. We scheduled it for this day, so I'm hoping, let's see here. Let me just make sure I sent it. Let's see here. Okay, let's see here. Let's see here. Okay, all right. Hopefully he'll pop in here tonight. Hopefully he didn't forget. That's right, I've narrowed it down. It is a he. That narrows it down, right? Very good. And thank you. CCT has posted a link to that video. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right, you guys are great. Thank you for being here tonight. And let's see here. Jim Gordon says here, old saying, loose lips sink ships. That they do. They sure do. Those loose lips can sink ships. Dub season. Sal has everything in this video library. I threw away my set of encyclopedias, only used to elevate mental search bar. There you go. A lot of stuff. I keep all my videos up, so thank you so much. Bill457 is here. Glad you're with us tonight. A lot of good folks here as we await our special guest. Appreciate you guys being here. Hopefully, I might have to change the title of this if he doesn't show up. I figured by now he would have responded or something, but anyways. Wildcat says, CFTC is a joke, must be part of the crime syndicate. Running the silver joke of the market, corrupt to the core, in my opinion. Yep, you're not alone in that feeling. And, you know, I think I would like to see some, much like what we saw back during the investigation into the markets, to not the markets, but J.P. Morgan, the manipulation that happened there. But that did not prove that there was a price suppression, though. There was no proof of price suppression. But anyways, all right. Silver Shelby Stacker's here. 8-inch Destroyer. So good to see you. Lessa Anderson is with us tonight. Glad you're here. And Tony Caliano says, plus the 9.50 push-ups and 240 minimum. All right. I don't know exactly what that means. I don't have the translate button here, but I'm going to take your word for it, and thank you so much. And Smar says, ever see Dumbest Criminals? Said they took the loot around the several experts who were all required to know the law, and somehow they thought they'd keep it quiet and not be discovered. Yes, you know, you would think they would have known. I think they did. They probably did know if they're metal detectorists, but you know, they just figured they could get away with it. Anyways, yeah, we not heard anything of Fort Knox yet. My guess is probably after these tariff deals are negotiated, then there may be the look into Fort Knox, is my guess, but we'll see here. All right, you guys are awesome. Thanks for being here. Shotgun Susie's here. Cap Bilal is here. Welcome. And yes, Bill457, I did hear about that. I'm going to probably wait to do the video on it until the governor signs it. Then I'll probably do a video on it. But it is nice to see that it's going through. The House needs to now pass the Senate's version because they adopted a previous House version of it, which means that it's got to go back through the House again. I've been keeping up with it, that's for sure. All right, Mark B is here. Welcome. And CCT says, I should probably be in jail too. Screw the government. Exactly, I hear you. Yes, indeed. Tell you. And the Odin official says, nah, there's people who turn in loads of copper and get 20K to 40K per load. Well, it depends on how much is in that load. But that's a heck of a lot of copper, that's for sure. Heck of a lot of copper. All right. Peter DeVries says silver is going down like every day. That is amazing. I think that something can be done now. Now always, silver will never ever stay above the level of 33. So never buy troy ounces. Never say that. It already has gone above $33. So you know I think you need to watch this video just to see why. Nose for Silver, thank you so much. You know what? I think we're going to do push-ups. Our guest has not arrived, so I think I'm going to start that. So thank you, Nose for Silver. Check out Nose for Silver. He's got a channel, by the way, a really good channel. Check it out and subscribe to Nose for Silver. Yep, I think I might start doing some of these push-ups. Now, we're supposed to have a special guest, but he is not here. I thought for sure he'd show up. He requested this interview, and he's not here. I don't know what's going on, but let's see here. All right, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. There we go. And let's see here. And I think I'll probably do the curls for the rest of them. For Tony, 8-inch Destroyer. And for, let's see here, let's do 20 curls here. Here we go. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, well, I don't know what happened to our special guest, but I'm going to change the title of this because I have a feeling he's not going to show up tonight. He must have forgot. I don't know. It's interesting because he requested this interview. So, anyways, I don't understand, but we will. All right, we'll have to go there. I'm going to keep it open though, and if he comes back. But yes, indeed. So I've changed the title so people don't get misled. If he pops in from now on, it'll be a surprise. It'll just be a pleasant surprise if he shows up. But nonetheless, all right. Send him 2 emails, so hopefully he'll be here. Let me see here. All right, let me get over here, and because I gotta still want to be able to see what's going on here, and we're gonna do that here. All right. Very good. Let's see here. Okay. Nice. You guys are awesome. All right, let's see here. And let's get to the next comment. We've got this from in the UK. You have to pay spot plus premiums plus 20% tax on silver, so it's just not worth the time and money. Unless you watch Cybercurtain Twitcher's channel and video about how to avoid paying those. You can make it happen. There is silver you can get VAT free in the United Kingdom. CCT has done a video about that. All right. And let's see here. All right. We've got this here. We've got Eli in the Wolverine state. Chimes in with this and says here, found treasure and heist are my favorites. Only find a few flakes of gold at a time. Well, there you go. I think that's awesome that you're out there doing some detecting and looking for the good stuff, finding some gold mining. It looks like, or gold discovery, or sifting for gold. That was you, Bill 457. Thank you. The $2. I did see that. Yeah, next time put your channel name in the comments so I can see it. But yes, I did see that after I got off live, and thank you for that, sir. That $2 PayPal. Appreciate that very much. Yes, indeed. They usually show up right away, or within a couple of minutes at the most. But whoa, 8-inch Destroyer has just sent 20 Salivate Metal gift memberships across the bow. Boom, Shalaka. Wow, man. All right. Let's see here. All right. Wow. Amazing. Let's do 20 pelvic thrusts for that. That is awesome. Way to go. 8-inch Destroyer. So let me make this thing happen here. Okay. All right. 20 pelvic thrusts. We're going to do it. All right. Let's see here. Okay. We do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Here we go. Haven't done those in a while, so that was good to exercise the abdominal muscles here. All right. Very cool. Very kind of you indeed. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. And let's see here. GSK Forever says, so even if we agree that the old ratio doesn't apply anymore, greater than or 100 is still on the higher end of the modern range. Yep, I would say that is safe to say. Yep, I think that's a very fair and safe assessment at this point in time. For sure. Yes, indeed. Count Trumpula is here. Good to see you. All right. All right. Let's see here. Obscure arms of guns. I've got, what do I have? It's called a Mac 90. It's an AK variant. I've got a Mac 10, different make weapon. That's a 9mm. I got a Tech 9. I've got a 44 Magnum, Smith & Wesson. I've got a Ruger 357, AR-15. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, let's see here. All right, let's see here. Stacking fractional gold and silver coins. Way to go. Premiums are higher, but I figured if all goes down, a fractional stack will provide greater resilience. What do you think of fractional? I'm a big fan of fractional right now because it has really done a good job as far as with the premiums. They're becoming more manageable. They're still high, but they're more manageable at this point in time. So I think it's a good idea to do that. Yes, indeed. Bruce Pyatt is here. Welcome. Good to see you. Yes, the revolvers are Smith & Wesson 357 and the 44 Magnum is a 629. Yes, indeed. No, I've got some silver bullets. Yes, indeed. But the whole thing is including the casings, silver, and where the powder is in the casing, that's filled with silver. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't understand, but so I put it in a gun and it doesn't shoot. It just kind of sits there. It just doesn't. It's not very volatile. I got to tell you about that, except for the price of it. But anyways, all right. Let's see here. We have got this coming to us from No IQ. If I can get it in a slab at bullion price, I would keep it in there. I think it would be better protected and more desirable to a potential buyer. Yep, I hear you. But sadly, it didn't make a difference in this case to me, which means that the person who sold it to the local coin shop got nothing more for it. And I think that would be the case mostly for the 69s. Although for authentication, it's important and it's nice. But I think that really platinum can be identified pretty easily. Anyways, I think, especially with some of the testers they have nowadays. More and more local coin shops, by the way, have the XRF machines. So that's one good way to be able to test. Of course, the precious metals verifier as well has a platinum setting as well as a rhodium setting too. All right, let's see here. Let's see here. Silver bullets are good for health. That's exactly right. There is good to see F37 Metal is here. Welcome. Good to see you. And Excellent Baked Good says, I just ripped all the wires out of my apartment walls. Any idea how much all of this wire is worth? I guess it just depends on how much wire you got. How thick is the wire? So many unanswered questions we got to know before we can assess that. Master Blaster, it's not fair to us physical stackers that the paper traders can high-frequency trade silver and gold. It sucks. I know, I hear you. And I think that's really where the manipulation is. But it's done for selfish reasons. People taking profits and bargain hunting, that type of thing. And some of them are automated as well. It gets below a certain level, and then you buy more. You set up some buys. It goes up a certain amount, then you sell. I think a lot of it's become more automated these days, so people don't have to worry about it. It just does it. It sits there, and then when it happens, boom, shalaka, boom. You know what I mean? Anyways. All right, I'm still trying to monitor about our special guest who was supposed to be here. Let's see here. Let me just try. Let me see here. Okay. Send him one more email. All right, let's see here. All right. Yeah, we're supposed to have a special guest, but he must have forgotten. Doesn't, I don't know, not by his email. Could have been he had to work late or something. But anyways, yeah, we might, you know what? I might be able to. I'm gonna see here because I did. Let me see here. Let me try something. I think I will. Yes. To answer your question, I will play a riff. Pull the guitar. I have an amp now. I got an amp. So let's see if I can pull this around to make this thing. I don't know how it's going to sound. Let me see if I can make this thing happen. All right. We might as well have a little fun while we're waiting. You know what I mean? Right? Why not? Why not? Niels Han Dynasty is here. Good to see you, Niels Han Dynasty. Welcome, my friend. No special guests, so we are going to jam a little bit. Let's see here. Can you all hear that okay? Can you hear that? I don't know if you all can hear it all right, but hopefully you can. I might turn up just a little bit more, but let's see here. Martin, I am not on the spectrum, but I know a guy named Andy who is on the Sheckman. Sheckman. That's right. All right, let's see here. Very good. Well, we'll still kind of wait a little bit and see if another scammer. We're supposed to get some scammers to call us. Actually, I forgot about that. And so if they do call us, well, we will definitely let's call the one scammer back. Let me see here.
Please hold while I try to connect you. Your call has been forwarded to the voicemail for Jonah Hurt. No one is available.
Oh, come on.
Your call. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press the pound key for more options.
Is this Jonah Hurt? You were supposed to call me back 15 minutes ago. You said you would call. I'm here waiting. I'm right here waiting for you. So please call me back. I've set aside this time to talk to you specifically, so please call me. Thank you. All right. All right. All right. Let's see here. And all right, let's answer another comment. We got Mikey422 chimes in with this and says, here, you are correct. AG is showing strength, durability recently in its pricing. That's the atomic number for silver. Do you think we might forego the summer doldrums due to recent economic decisions taken by the government? Tariffs, for whatever reason, I believe that we could break out early next week. I've been watching the tape, and it looks like a cat messing with a mouse. Well, today we got some relatively good news, or encouraging news, rather, on tariffs. And so I think they're going to negotiate and hopefully have it all worked out by summer. I think that's the hope. I think they want to try to minimize the volatility and get something in place. All right. Next comment. Placed my first order with Summit Metals. 1/10 ounce of gold and 5 ounces of silver at spot. Boom! Way to go, FMTB. And they actually give it to you at true spot price. A true spot price. Way to go. That's awesome. Red Crawler. Tether Gold Crypto purchased 7.7 tons of gold and placed in Swiss vault. Wow. Tether Gold Crypto. Red Crawler, can you email me that news story? I would love to do a video on that. That's incredible. All right, let's see here. Next comment. Let's see what we've got here from Kurt Nor. Kurt, I just got a little 4 ounces today. Congratulations on that. And one piece is really nice. A 2-ounce Dogabee bar. Never heard of that. It's from Comsco. Very cool looking stacker bar. Also 2 1-ounce Helena 2020 Pegasus rounds. All very nice looking stuff at a modestly higher premium. It's always nice to get a little bit of extra good stuff for precious metals. And it really is to have a little bit in your collection that's outside of the ordinary. You may pay a little bit more for it, but it's fun. Yeah, let's see here. Okay, thank you. I see that, my friend. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's pretty big news. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All right, and we've got Elliot Scott. I did not get this notification or I would have watched it. YouTube really ticks me off sometimes. Yes, that videos from the other day did not get, the notifications did not go out to very many people. It got swung under the rug. So thank you so much for coming back and watching it for sure. And yes, indeed. All right. Almost harder than Tenacious D. Oh my goodness gracious. The Pick of Destiny. Kenny C. 8:30. I would like to make the sound of capsules closing my ringtone. But then I would never answer my phone. Thanks for sharing. Yes, indeed. Can you imagine that sound over and over again until you answer and pick it up? What a loop that would be for sure. Or the sound of a coin flipping. That would be kind of a neat ringtone for sure. All right. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's see here. Razor Ready says, nothing like a lost treasure story to make my day. Indeed. I'm glad you enjoyed that. These videos don't get very many views, so I appreciate those taking the time to check that out. Tokalao Mustang coin has gained more attention. Yes, that is nice to see that that coin. Check out CCT's video on it. It is nice. Remember the Tokalao Lunar Series CCT? I don't think they finished it out, but those were kind of nice. Whoa, 8-inch destroyer with 10 Salivate Metal memberships across the bow. Boom! He's our gift membership champion of the month. We've not received very many this month, so very kind of you, sir. Ah, yeah. All right, let's see here. Yes, I had most of the Tokelau lunars all got converted to gold in the past few years. Good stuff. All right. Still no response from our special guest, but that's all right. I've gone through most of the comments. Let's do a few more, and you'll have to pardon me because sometimes I get a little too crazy in the guitar and play it too much. You're going to hear a lot of mistakes and me just noodling here, so I apologize for that. But we'll see what happens, says Richard Metcalf, this summer if silver holds or climbs during the summer doldrums. We'll be setting pretty for the next leg up. I wonder if the old saying, buy by July, will hold true this year. Her Mercedes-Benz is testing solid-state silver batteries in their EVs and may be available by Christmas. Whoa. I thought it was the proprietary with Toyota or Samsung. But it could be that they're using the Samsung batteries. That's interesting. We'll see what happens. Whoa. 8-inch destroyer with 5 more Salivate Metal memberships. Very kind of you indeed. Whoa. Thank you so much. Man, let me see. That may be a little bit of a... All right. Let's see here. What we got this? No, Savage Stacker. We love Savage. Savage Stacker says this. The following. Purchased a bunch on the last dip. Silver. The better buy at the moment. I've seen some at a nice spot or under spot at my coin shop for Mexican gold, so I pick up those when I can. Seems both gold and silver are poised to strike out in the moment, just waiting for the next big economic or geopolitical news day to climb higher. We'll see when time tells. Indeed, yes, for sure. You're right about that. Sweet home, Alabama, my home. Precious metal state. There you go. All right, sweet. Let me see here. Do I know that? I think that's right. Need Judy Shelton on the channel. That would be nice. Come on, Judy, give me a call. Thank you so much. Nose. All right, here we go. Here's Sweet Home. Check this out. This is Sweet Home, Pennsylvania. Meets a little bit of I Wish You Were Here in Sweet Home, Pennsylvania. Anyways, I didn't get that right. Anyways, let's see here. Detroit Rock City. I don't know. How about, I don't know Detroit Rock City, but I do know this one. Let me see here. Yeah, if you know what that. Leonard Floyd. There you go. Exactly. All right. Oh man, thank you, 8-inch destroyer. Yeah, haven't jammed for a while with an actual amp, so figured I'd do that a little bit here. Let's see. Since we don't have I thought we were going to have a guest here. I thought for sure by now he would have at least answered the email and said he's not coming. But, well, apparently he's not arriving here for sure. But anyways, let's see here. We've got Bikini Woman. Bikini Woman says here the following. Thank you, Sal. I just ordered the new Silver Queen's Beast Completer coins that are square shaped. The limited edition 10-ounce size will be fabulous. Would like to get the gold also. I would love to do that as well. They look really cool. I haven't gotten them yet, but that would be pretty neat. Got some other irons in the fire, so to speak. But all right, let's see here. Where are we at? We've got One Species says another great news commentary video. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. This is my market report from this evening here. It says here, thank you for your hard work in putting together this video. We enjoyed it. I am saving, hoping to get some silver. Personally, I do not think it will come until 2030, and this is acceptable to me. Informative, thoughtful, and educational. Thank you. And I neglected to show the piece of silver that I got today at my local coin shop. I may show that tomorrow. But yes, indeed. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's see here. And let's see if we can get a little delay on this. Let's see here. Let's see here. I don't know Paranoid. Let's see here, but I know let me see. Let me see here. Paranoid is how Is that it? Is that it? Oh, Tornado of Souls. Oh, I wish I knew Tornado of Soul. That would be cool. Ride the Lightning. Oh man. Uh, oh man. Shoot. I know. Ah. I don't know Ride the Lightning. I know part of them. Let's take a scammer call quickly here, shall we? Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, this is Stephanie. I'm calling you from American Benefits on a recorded line. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Based on our records, you may qualify for the state-regulated final expense insurance plan. That's going to cover 100% of your funeral, burial, and cremation expenses.
Okay. Okay.
All right, just a second. Let me get one of the specialists over the phone to give you the quote, all right? Your call is very important to us. Please stay on the line. You'll be transferred to the next available agent.
Hello? Say something. Hello?
Yeah.
How you doing? Talk to me. Oh, they hung up. Son of a motherless goat. They hung up. All right. Oh man, Tiger Stacker is here. Tiger, did you get my emails, brother? Did you get my emails? Click on that link, Tiger. Special guest is Tiger. That's right. As my coffee gets cold here. So there he goes. So pop in, Tiger. There you go. All right. He showed up. Very good. Nice. Yeah, we were jamming out today a little bit. And we're now here. Let's see here. Looking for Tiger Stacker to join us. And yes, indeed. Everything is open and for him here. North Star Stacker, thank you so much, my friend. Let's see here. Helter Skelter. He says, say something. I'm giving up on you. Let's do another guitar riff for Helter Skelter so he doesn't give up on me. Here we go. Here we go. There's Helter Skelter. So don't give up on me, Helter Skelter. I've given you what you wanted. You wanted me to play another guitar riff. I know you did. All right, there we go. So let's see here. All right, so yep, our special guest, he's here. He's here. Well, he's not in here, but he says, got to click the link and then he'll pop in. So let's see here. Very good. We await him to show up. And while we await him to show up here, to pop in, we are going to answer some more comments. Joe Cavey with a thumbs up. Thank you, Joe Cavey, for watching this video. Appreciate that. From this morning, if you've not seen this video, it's pretty interesting stuff. Black Sabbath, yes, indeed. That's right, Master Blaster. Thank you, brother. Sorry I butchered it there, but yes, indeed. All right. Red says, what do you think about gold banks, the Kinesis money? Can you look into that and do a report? Yes. I've actually covered them a long time ago. They're definitely legitimate. Have a good way to do for digital gold and silver for sure. Yes, indeed. All right. Let's see here. And No IQ says, just keep holding on, my friends. That's exactly right. That's the best thing to do is hold on. Not only that, but also encourage people to slurp on as well. North Carolina Stacker with Taco Tuesday is here. Thank you, Magnus. Plug in. There you go. And there's Savage Stacker. The great Savage Stacker is here. All right. Yes, indeed. All right. Tiger Stacker, can you click on that link for me? Hopefully, if there's nothing to upload, it'll just connect to a thing, to a room where I'll let you in. but I'm not seeing you in here yet. As I'm checking and I don't see you yet. So just let me know when you're in. Or, well, I'll know when you click on the link. You got to click on that link. All right, let's see here. Yeah, Machine Head, a classic Machine Head is good. I'm not a big fan of their new album. Also, I'm not a big fan of their politics either, but I digress. Yes, indeed. Here we go. Okay. Oh, yeah. Thank you. All right, thank you so much. All right, let's see here. Still awaiting. Tiger Stacker. There's Savage Stacker's link. Thank you so much for posting that, JM Unleashed. Appreciate that. David Carlisle is here. Still good crowd with us tonight. Thank you for hanging with me here. Yeah, Davidian. The Davidian is a great song, and from the Burn My Eyes album. That was their best album. But I like the one from 2011 with Locust on it as well, too. But Burn My Eyes was Let Freedom Ring with a Shotgun Blast. Was that from Davidian as well? Stranglehold, another little Stranglehold, but we're going to hopefully get Tiger Stacker to, all he's got to do is click on that link. Hopefully he'll join us. All right. Well, Junior Welding Fabrication, what kind of stone is that green one you have? I think that's malachite. I like to bring different things on the channel from time to time to get to, change it up a little bit to see what's happening there. But yes, indeed, a little bit different than just showing just precious metals. I like to surround them with other good stuff. Yes, indeed. All right. Come on, Tiger. Let's see here. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why he's not clicking that link. Because literally when he clicks it, it's going to pop right in. I'll be able to let him in here. Come on. Let's see here. Yeah, I wish I was as good as Joe Bonamassa. Bonamassa, that's right. Bonamassa, Bonamassa, dun 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 dun. Oh yeah. I don't know that. Do I know how to play that? I don't know how to play that. Yeah, Beth Hart and Joe do really good together. I've heard some of their stuff. Webcam cannot be detected. Try plugging your webcam back in again, Tiger Stacker. See if that'll help. Let's see here. All right, let's see here. Just try a microphone, Tiger Stacker. Just try using a microphone. See what happens there with that when you click on the link. You don't need a webcam to join. You can just do that. Let's see here. There's where gold has opened up 50 cents so far today. Let's see here. That's D minor, Magnus D 62. That's in the key of D minor. It's the saddest of all keys. I don't know any 5-finger death punch. I'm sorry, except for maybe this, but even this is not right. Let's see if I can do it. I'm not picking that right. Wajorshi welding fabrication. It's malachite, but I don't know what some of the other stones are. But that is definitely malachite. That's definitely the malachite. Yes, indeed. All right, let's see here. So he's restarting his computer. We're going to go on for a little bit longer here, but I apologize. I had everything kind of set up here to do here and answer a lot of these comments before he came on here. But we got this here from Dan Rumble. Says this: all the gold in California is in a bank in the middle of the Beverly Hills, somebody else's name. Kind of reminds me of that one story that I did talking about the theft and stuff like that happened there. But yes, indeed. All right. Yeah, this is a wild Tuesday. Yes, indeed. All right. Let's see. We're going to give him, because we're all caught up in comments now. And now we're just looking at the markets. Now they're down slightly. Silver's down 0 cents, but down just very, very slightly here to 33.01. Barely hanging on to support. Gold is down a dime, 33.19. So there it is. All right. Johnny Lee Hooker. I don't know Johnny Lee Hooker, but thank you so much. Let's see here. I don't know many cover songs, and I butcher the ones that I do know. Can somebody do somebody recognize what movie this is from? All right, take care, Red Crawler. Thank you, brother. Oh man, I wish I knew more than a feeling too, but I don't know that. Dave's not here, man. There's Dave. He's not here. Okay, wait a second. I think we got him. I think we've got him. Hold on a second here. All right. Tiger, are you here?
I hope so.
Yes, you're here. You made it. All right, we vamped for you.
I don't think. Shoot. What's the Safari? I don't think Safari supports Streamlabs.
Okay,
So
yeah, probably not. Yeah, probably not. But hey, we vamped for over an hour waiting for you, so we made it happen.
apologize. They gave me more tests to do to continue to work for them.
What's that? I'm sorry.
Every so often I have to take tests, and they threw one at me and said, "You have to do this now, yesterday." And it just dawned on me as I was going through. It's like, oh crap! I got to go over to Uncle Sal.
Oh wow!
I got to taking this test.
Oh man, shoot. Well, we're glad you're here now. So yeah, so how's it going? What's what's new with you in the world of stacking and your channel and everything?
Well, the channel is coming along not as fast as I want. Part of that is because my work life is over demanding.
Right.
I my goal is to put up 2 videos and do a live stream every week. I've been falling short of that between, had another leg infection about a month ago.
Oh
Um,
man, I'm sorry to
plus
hear.
that's okay, no problem. Thank you very much. Um, and plus traveling, plus trying to get everything done for all these companies that they put me on. Hi, B. Taylor. So basically, it's been challenging. Uh, Plus, I've been working on some videos. My brother-in-law sometimes doesn't really grasp the concept, being that he's from Ukraine, and I have to sometimes try to work out a way for my wife, his sister, to translate. So that slows me up somewhat too,
Right.
um, and just basically exhaustion. And I'm working now on some videos about pouring silver because I'm behind in keeping promises. So I figured, okay, I'm going to make some videos on pouring silver. Uh, on the stacking arena, ah, with the infection knocking me down, I've been buying a little bit less. I went to buy more. The price of gold has been making it more difficult to buy it,
Right.
and with the gold silver ratio, it tends to make me want to buy more silver. Plus, wanting to bring my in-laws over from Ukraine, I want to stack more silver so that we have more bartering potential for possibly 4 family members if I can get them over here.
Nice.
So,
Yeah. Could they
you
come
know,
over as refugees or?
I've been trying that one, and uh, a, a, a senator from not from my state has been willing to help, but for some reason, I can't get the family to get behind all my efforts to try to get the whole refugee status done. There, the 2 men in the family, my brother-in-law and his stepson, are frightened to leave the house for fear that they're going to be snagged up and put on the front lines.
Wow.
So it's been challenging,
Yeah.
and you know, but no, I've been trying my best to stack up for them. I'm trying my best to stay away from the pretty things, the stuff that is more collectible than functional.
Right.
Uh, but when I can't buy silver, I play with it,
There you
and
go.
I've been melting it. I've been trying to make different products, um, and having some success, but not the success level that I want. I plan on getting together with a couple people like Angry Warrior, show him my techniques, maybe get some pearls of wisdom from him. Um, I've recently recreated uh, my own channel rounds. This time not made by Hi Ho Silver, which were gorgeous. He makes silver shine like no one else does.
Oh
But I
yeah.
made some that are 2 ounces. Um, and you I only made a couple of them last year. One of my prototypes I gave to Lynette Zhang,
Oh nice.
and
Yeah, you had her in your channel. That's great.
that was so much fun. What an amazing lady! Not only did I find out she's as intelligent as everyone else knows she is, but she's a dream to work with.
How did you score that interview?
Uh, in early December, I happened to be on her channel, and thanks, JM Unleashed. I happened to be on her channel during one of her live streams. I sent a message on her chat telling her thank you. She was my very first YouTube teacher, and that I have my own channel. I'm trying to teach the same lessons. And she says, "Well, why don't you invite me on your channel?" I'm like, uh, uh, "Do I want oxygen? Do I like chocolate? Would I like
Wow.
my wife to kiss me? Hello,
Right.
yes."
Yeah.
So
That's
about
great.
a month later, we had an interview. It was amazing, and editing it was so easy because I have a little bit of a stutter, And I'm also very overwhelmed because here I am talking to one of the pillars of our community, and I can't believe it. It's like, I got to go have dinner with like Marie Osmond. It'd be my live stream just to do a duet with Marie, but that's another story. But
Right.
so I got a chance to edit out my stuttering. I got a chance to edit out my pauses, and she stays perfectly still.
Oh, amazing. Yeah.
It, I was so afraid of turning her into Max Headroom, if
Right.
any of you remember that one. Uh, Awesome 8 destroyer. So no, honestly, I didn't have to worry about it. She stays so perfectly still that when I cut out the things about my voice that I don't want there or my lack of voice, you never know that it was a cut.
Right.
It was so smooth.
Very nice.
Like when you and I did a live stream together, or did a video together, uh, because our hands we're basically hands and coins. It was easy because usually our hands weren't in the screen, but with her, she shows her face, and she's just so easy to edit. Not that I was editing her, I was editing out my sound,
Right.
but she's like a little YouTube statue,
Right. Wow.
always in the same spot.
Amazing. See, if I showed my face and my body, I'd be flailing around like crazy just to make it difficult to edit out so that I would be like Max Headroom, just for fun. Hello? Oh, me just saying that has kicked them out, apparently. Let me see if I can get him back in here. Are you with us still, Tiger?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, cut out on my joke there. Okay, very good. All right. Anyways, so nice. Well, that is quite an accomplishment, and congratulations. That was a several part interview, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
And
it was an hour and 12 minutes. Brought it down to like an hour and four. Um, and I cut it into basically 20-minute pieces,
right,
and I just had the best of times.
that's great. Well,
And then
congratulations.
I threw in some little quirks, like a clip from the movie that she had mentioned from the past, which was an amazing old movie, made just before FDR took office,
Right.
and a clip from George Carlin, and a couple other little clips. But it was just almost so much fun.
Well,
You
that's
know,
great.
maybe if you ever get some time, I'd love to do another interview with you, or even a live stream on my channel if you ever want to. Uh, I, right. Most recently, I'm in a collaborative effort with Frostbite Coins.
Yeah, that's great. Hey, Frostbite's a great guy. Yeah.
He is. Yeah, he's a dear friend. We've been close friends for 1 to 2 years now. We started a collaborative effort that we do every other Thursday, called Stack Elector, um, where we talk about the symbiosis that can happen between a stacker and a collector, in this case, a numismatist, but sometimes we'll cross over into other avenues. One episode's going to be on his channel, one episode's on my channel. Both of us have playlists that are complete on both of our channels. The most recent one we did was over goldbacks. He is not a goldback fan. I am. It's one of the few things we disagree about.
Right.
Uh, it was fun. I mean, because Frostbite is highly intelligent, very much a researchaholic, and he doesn't like to lose. Anytime someone doesn't share his opinion, he doesn't like to lose.
Right. Right.
Makes it very fun. I mean, I had the best of times, and still days later, he's still trying to convince me that he's right.
right.
And I'm sitting there, Okay, I still don't buy it. And you should have seen his face when I said, I think you research too much. What do you mean? He says, you are looking at the electrons when we need to worry about the molecule.
Right.
And God love that man. He gets so frustrated because he wants to win. I
Yeah.
swear to God, he's one of Trump's offspring.
Right. Right. That's funny.
So,
Well, that's
so
great that you guys have that collaborative effort that's consistent, and that's wonderful. Very good. All
no,
right.
that's what's been going on in my life between work and stacking and melting and pouring and everything. And I'm trying to get my pawn shop owner to let me do more coin shop videos, and she wants to. I think she's a little hesitant. And on top of that, I want to do some more work, but it's like this whole time has been taken up with one project or another. I wanted to go over there today, and I got called and told I had to take this test. So I want to be somewhere between where I am, Uncle Sal, and where you are. I don't have the time to put out as much content as you do. My goal is 2 videos and a live stream, and I'm having a hard time getting one video, one live stream.
Right.
So those of you who come to my channel know that my commitment to all of you is really high, and I want to, you know, become a much bigger channel with a lot more content. And I want to be a teacher like you are. So
Right. Yeah. Well, it's it's amazing. I know you're busy, a lot going on, and just I think that's one of those things considering what's going on with you, because I know I work a full time job outside of YouTube. YouTube is a full time job for me as well.
it is.
Definitely 40 hours a week I'm putting in on this channel, plus a 40-hour week uh, full time job. So I understand busy, and but the thing is it has become a job for me. However, it is fun. But I think for you, you might want to just look at it as a fun thing to do and enjoy and do it. And it sounds like that's what it is. And so if you have that, it'll grow on its own and get to where you'd like it to be. You do a good job with the editing and with your content, and so yeah,
I appreciate that.
just keep going.
I appreciate that, and I appreciate when you come by and visit and look at what I've done and all that. And I go over to yours a lot. Sometimes I'm busy where I can't make a comment to let you know I was there, but I was.
Yeah, I
Uh,
appreciate that. And I know that everybody has a lot of people have busy schedules, which is why I appreciate those who do take the time. Of course, it's not always possible considering the amount of content I post every day, but yes, so very much appreciate it, man. Definitely. Well,
I
very
agree with
good.
you, and I agree with you. Eight Destroyer, Salve is the best teacher.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think I'm much of a teacher, honestly. I think that other people do a much better job of that. But thank you. I appreciate the kind words.
Well, if you weren't that much of a teacher, how would I have found Delicate Chris Pritt?
Found what?
When you did your section on West Virginia House
Oh,
bills, yeah, and that's how I found
oh, the
Delicate.
delegate Chris Pritt. Okay, yes, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Well, cool. Well, good. Yes, yeah. I appreciate that, and that's awesome. You did a great series of interviews with him as well too. That's awesome.
yeah, and I'm hoping to do more. I ran into him at Men's Warehouse.
Oh, wow, nice.
Yeah,
Actually
I
met him in
came.
person. That's great.
Yeah, I was like, "Are you Mr. Pritt?" And he looked at me, and because I let him see my face before we did our content, and he was like looking at me. He's like, "Oh, Tiger!" It's like, yeah,
Nice.
yeah. It was a few months ago, and he wants to do some more stuff, and he wants me to introduce him to the world of stacking, especially silver.
Well, good.
So it's if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have had those opportunities. So thank you.
Well, I'm honored and I humbled, and I appreciate that. And it's nice to see West Virginia take action in that regard, and hopefully they'll be able
Yeah,
to do more. Many states are moving in that direction now, so that's
yeah.
awesome.
I just heard from Lynette Zhang today that Florida has just passed a law recognizing gold and silver as money.
Well, it's not complete yet. I'm gonna do a video on it when it's done. But the Senate has passed a bill. The House passed a bill. The Senate passed a different version of the House bill, so it's got to go back to the House, and then DeSantis has got to sign it, which I think he will. So I think once it gets signed, I'm gonna do a video on that. But I've been doing a lot of content on that subject with Sound Money, what I call the Sound Money Revolution, and I just interviewed JP Cortez, who is the founder of the Sound Money Defense League,
Oh, that's
recently.
awesome. If I can ask a favor, would you be willing to let me have an introduction with him so I can do a spot with him also?
Yeah, yeah, sure. I mean, I think he's pretty available. He reached out to me. If I'll look at his contact information. I'm sure he'd be open to it. And if I can see if I get his information, I'll just pass it along to
Yeah,
you.
because I've been willing to introduce Mr. Pritt to Citizens for Sound Money and every other similar organization because the bills that they're still sitting on the table collecting dust. He's trying to push them through. Um, he is a firm believer in term limits. So he served his second term and didn't run for office in the House of Delegates. He did run for Senate, but he didn't win, but he's still involved.
Right.
And I want to introduce him to Citizens for Sound Money if I can get myself introduced. And I want to get him involved in, getting the bills. He said, just leave the bills as they are, generic, broad based. We'll deal with the details later because getting things through Congress, the delegates, is not easy. But I try to.
Lost him again. Let's get him on back again. I don't know what happened there, but let me see. Uh, Lost connection. Uh, okay. Well, Tiger, we lost connection with you. I'm waiting to see if it'll reconnect and maybe he can come back in. Let's see. It's good to know that it doesn't work on Safari, so I can. Okay, here he is back in again. Let me see here. Okay, we got you back. Okay, yeah. Yeah,
So,
good to know. Good to know this stuff.
yeah. By the way, what's your take on Goldbacks, Uncle Sal?
I've done a lot of videos on it. I've actually interviewed the president of the Goldbacks, of the Goldback Corporation, and as well as the largest distributor of Goldbacks, the most recently. But I think they're great utilitarian way to be able to spend money, but I think that they're not really for stacking. They're good for collecting. They're good for transactions, but not stacking. But
I
I
don't.
do
Go ahead.
but
I
I do
interrupt.
believe that there is some potential there. You just got to get people that are willing to accept it, and willing to accept not only them themselves for the gold content, but what's even more important is the exchange rate. The exchange rate is what is the magic behind the gold backs. The
That
people,
that is so true.
yeah.
Now,
So, but anyways,
when I got mine initially, they were $3.67 per Goldback.
right.
Now they're over six.
Yep.
So they basically doubled, and none of the
Yep.
precious metals have done that. The
That's
second
right.
thing is, I don't see them as so much stacking, and I'm not so much into the collecting because when I did talk to people at Goldback who, um, I'm still trying to get them to allow me to have an interview with them. They're like, well, that all these states have redesigned their Goldbacks. Fine, I don't care. I've got the Goldbacks that I want and the denominations that I want, and I don't want to buy new ones because they have more designs. Because I don't care about the pretty. For me, it's a chess game. And if you have merchant number one who understands constitutional silver, easy peasy. Under SHTF, he'll accept the constitutional for goods and services. You get merchant number two, he thinks you're trying to pull the wool over his eyes. So you get little pieces that say 999 fine silver. Okay, he'll be more willing. What if you come into merchant number three who has no desire for silver at all, and all he wants is your gold? Well, I'm not giving a very expensive piece of gold for very little, because you're not going to get changed back under SHTF. So for me, that's when the goldbacks come out of their hiding place under SHTF to buy small things. They're my replacement for a mercury dime or a war nickel.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I look at it this way. I don't think you need SHTF in order for goldbacks to work, although I think they could work in that environment. I think it's a matter of just the growing acceptance of businesses and individuals to use them for transactions. We're a long way off for that happening. Even in Utah, where it all started, which probably arguably has the most circulation out there, there's still the vast majority of businesses don't accept them, don't know what they are. So it's a matter of education, and it's a matter of acceptance and fungibility.
Exactly.
And so I think we're going to get there. They've really done a great job in promoting and getting the word out, and it's just going to take a lot longer than a lot of people think. Because some people think, well, if my grocer or barber won't accept them, or nobody will accept them, they don't. I mean, I'll give you an example. One of my local coin shops, they think they're junk. They would never even buy them from me. He said you couldn't even give me one of those things. It's just because he doesn't understand it. He doesn't understand what it's about. And and I think that the way you understand is to see it in action, and the foundation of that is the exchange rate. That takes out all the premiums because you can buy them for that exchange rate, and you can spend them at that exchange rate. So that takes all the other fees and the premiums out of it. That negates all the premiums when you have that exchange rate, as long as businesses will accept it for that exchange rate. If they're not going to accept it, then it's not going to work.
Well, even Goldback has told me that they'll buy them back at just a smidgen less than the exchange rate, because of course they're going to make a little money.
Right, yep. And they will also replace a damaged note at no cost.
That's what I heard.
Other than shipping, but anyways, well, Tiger, this has been great. I gotta get to work on another video. The work never ends, but I appreciate you coming on. And it was a little late, but we got you in, and we discussed a lot of good stuff. So check out Tiger Stacker's channel. I think I should have pinned it when JM Unleashed posted it earlier, but maybe he'll post it again, and we'll pin it. And you guys should check out Tiger Stacker and see what's coming on down the pike on his channel. And we appreciate Tiger so much. He's a great member of the community. Looks like he split. But thank you, Tiger Stacker. I appreciate it. And so yes, indeed. All right. And I lost signal. Okay. Well, all right. Well, yeah. Anyways, well, thank you, Tiger. There's Tiger Stacker's link. Thank you so much, JM Unleashed. I'm going to pin that. And so very, very good. And so check him out. And I want to thank you all for being here tonight. A multitude of gratitude to you all. We're going to be back here on Friday night. So with that, if you guys get a chance, check out the video I posted this morning on two people who found over $3.8 million in treasure, and then they went to jail. A fascinating video. But anyways, you guys are awesome. Thanks for being here. Have a wonderful evening. Keep your feet on the stars and keep reaching for the ground. Have a good night, all. Take care.